Hey guys, welcome back to yet another podcast. In this podcast, I had a really special guest on the channel. I had Mr. Pankaj Parihar, who is the co-founder of Skill Maestro, which is one of India's leading educational consultancy. He's been a mentor and a teacher to me. I had him on the panel today, and we were discussing the current F1 visa situation in India right now and how to go about it. Enjoy the conversation. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Tanmay. How are you?
I'm great, sir. How are you?
I'm also doing good, Tanmay.
Is everyone doing well with the family? So, ठीक है अभी घर पे?
Yeah. Everybody has recovered now.
Awesome.
How are things with your family?
All good, sir.
Okay. All set for your visa process now?
Yes, sir. Just waiting for the appointments, like the slots to open up.
I know it's very difficult right now.
And it's a very
Trust me, it's not first of a kind situation. Same thing happened last year. Trust me, you all would get your visa appointments. It will not be an issue.
That's good to hear, because it's a very anxious situation for someone who's already deferred once.
Right. I can totally understand.
Yeah. I speak to all the students, my friends, and everyone. Everyone is just so worked up right now. They're like all the time they're just checking for appointments.
But I'm sure we'll do something about it, because you see a lot of students from India going to US. It's about, I think, 2 lakh students every year who are going to US just from India alone.
Okay.
So I'm sure they'll be doing something about it.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching this video knows what an F1 visa is.
Right.
If you could just give a brief introduction for those who don't know, maybe one not very well aware of it.
So F1 is a student visa. There are various categories of visa that US is offering to international students, out of which F1 is a category which is specifically for a degree-seeking students.
Yeah.
The ones who are going for a long duration coursework, not for a certificate coursework, but specifically for a degree-seeking students who would like to go and study in US. For them, F1 visa is there. There are other student visas also available, but there are multiple benefits for F1 visa. You also get that stay back period after completion of your coursework, which US calls as OPT period, the optional practical training period, in which you're allowed to apply whatever you have learned in the coursework. You can apply to the industry. You can take that exposure and experience. You also get paid for that. It's kind of full-time job offer which you're getting after completion of your studies, right? So 3 years of OPT for the STEM programs and 1 year of stay back after a non-STEM program. So STEM is science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So if your degree is falling under STEM category, you definitely would be getting 3 years of OPT period. So initially it is of 1 year, then you will get 2 years of extension on your STEM.
Okay.
Right? So this is about F1 visa, Tanmay.
Okay, sir. So with the situation going on right now, I think similar situation happened in spring 21 as well, right?
Right. In fact, in last fall also dates were not easy to come, Tanmay. Same thing happened. Slots were not available. The consulates, they cancelled the earlier booked appointments also. Same thing happened in January. Same thing happened in last fall also. So in such a scenario, most of these students, they went either for rescheduling when the dates were available, or as a last resort, they've gone for the emergency request option.
Okay. Which is available 60 days before the commencement date.
Right. 60 days is the period, but usually if you target it 45 days before start of your program, they readily accept your request. Last year, I think almost everybody got their emergency request approved. I hardly remember any student, just one student, I think something went wrong with him. I think he did not put a proper explanation for his emergency request, and he did not attach the documents. You also have to attach your documents, I-20 and other things, which is mentioning your start of the class, which is mentioning the date. That is, आपकी classes कब start हो रही है वो सब mention होता है. So I think he did not upload all of those documents. His explanation was not sufficient. I think because of that, he got his emergency request rejected. Otherwise, in most cases, I've seen emergency request is approved. Especially for international students, they know that their classes are going to commence at so-and-so date. If they're not able to get their visas timely, they'll not be able to plan their travel. They'll not be able to search for their accommodation over there. So looking at all those aspects, usually the emergency request for students are approved. For tourists, they'll not approve the emergency request. Very rarely. For visitors visa B1, B2, it's very rare to have emergency request approved. For usually students, they are very considerate.
The priority is just F1 visas for now.
Right. The F1 visas and somebody who's coming in the exception, the national exception which they've created.
So looking at the present situation, I mean, everyone is going to apply for EAs, right? So doesn't it kind of loses its point, like emergency appointment, and then everyone is applying for it?
That is a common sentiment that everybody is sharing right now, right? Everybody has that emergency that my classes are going to start. It's
Yeah.
just that you do not try to abuse it and use it before the 60-day period. I can see in various Telegram groups, students have been posting that I applied even though my program will start after 70 days or maybe 90 days, but still I applied for my emergency request and I got it approved. So you might have been lucky to get it. Not everyone is going to be lucky. I've seen several students getting their emergency request rejected, and once it is rejected, Tanmay, you don't have any option then.
Right.
This is just one option you would be getting for emergency approval. If it is denied, you'll have to either cancel your appointment altogether and pay that $160 again in order to get your emergency request approved.
So basically, guys, you have got just one shot at it. Don't waste it. Take a wise decision.
Right. That's why we are considering that as last resort. You are getting rescheduling chances. So the first thing should be rescheduling. Once the dates are available, अभी क्या हो रहा है consulate में dates available नहीं है because visa officers are not present because of their security reason and the way the cases were surging in India. These officers they stopped going to the offices because of which now dates are not available. In fact, US ने खुद ही convey किया था कि आप लोग अभी जहाँ पे भी हैं वापस आ जाएं, right? To the American citizens within India because the situation was really bad. So अभी appointments cancel हुए हैं, dates available नहीं है, but I am sure because good 2 months are left, Tanmay, June and July, because most of the programs their start date is second week of August, right? So you have good 2 months of time to get those visa slots available. Even with rescheduling, we'll be able to get our visa dates. If that doesn't work out, in the last worst case scenario, we'll go for emergency request option.
Sir, whenever we go to book a new date, right, on the website, it always shows new available VAC dates, but there are no interview slots.
Right. Because VAC, even without visa officer, their staff can do it, right? They've appointed staff and executives, the people who can carry out your VAC process, the biometric process. So visa officer की वहाँ requirement नहीं होती है तन्मय. That's why VAC dates are readily available.
But you can't just book a VAC, right? You have to book both of them at once. So
right. You'll have to take both the dates. Then only your appointment would be confirmed. Just with the VAC, you cannot go.
Yeah.
So, for example, you're taking your VAC date for probably first week of June, and then you're booking your visa appointment for maybe a month after that, right? So people have been doing it, but my point is that just by doing VAC, आपका काम हो भी नहीं रहा है, right? Until unless you do not appear for your visa process. So it's always, and especially for students who are residing in Indore, who will have to travel to other states to get their visas done, it's always advisable that you book these 2 dates. आगे पीछे आप book कर लो इनको. VAC just a day before your actual visa appointment, so that you'll save your time for that trip. बार बार नहीं जाना पड़ेगा आपको.
Sir, I read this tweet from US Embassy yesterday, where they said that if you have a program starting in the next 30 days, then only apply for a EA right now. Like we're only considering those requests. So
I'm not sure. Mixed kind of information is coming. Was it specifically for Indian students or international students? I'm not sure about it, Tanmay. But their rule says 60 days. And I have tried and tested it for last year's batch. 45 days, anybody who applied for their emergency request, they got it approved.
So
60 days पे लोगों का deny हो रहा था, but 45 days was a soft spot we have identified that if you're applying within 45-day period from the start of your program, your emergency request would be approved. And one thing which anybody who's listening to this podcast should remember that your explanation should be well written. A lot of times people just write 2 lines of explanation. My program start date is this. I want earlier possible visa date. Done. No, that has to be. You have to put reasons and explanation that I'll be moving to US, a new country. First time I'm traveling, I'll have to arrange my accommodation. I have to do this and that. I need at least 15-20 days of grace period before my program starts so that I can arrange all of these things, the accommodation and all.
Yeah.
Or maybe if you're not vaccinated, you'll go for a quarantine also, right?
Exactly. 14 days quarantine.
13 to 14 days quarantine period. So mention all of those reasons that why you are requesting for emergency. It needs good explanation. Just with 2 lines of explanation, if you're expecting, in some cases I've seen कि बस 2 line का बच्चों ने लिखा और उसके बाद rejection आ गया emergency का. ठीक है, तो अच्छा एक cogent and convincing explanation, if you put it there, they'll approve your emergency request.
Sure. So about the vaccination thing, a lot of students are confused about that as well. Whether we should take vaccination from here and then leave to US, or we should like go to the
So
US?
it again depends on availability of the vaccine. Tanmay, the first priority should be to get vaccinated in the country itself, in our country only. If the
Yeah.
vaccines are available and you are getting your slots, you can take it here also. But again, you can see the information coming from government and various departments. It is fluctuating. It is changing every time, right? पहले था कि एक से सेकेंड वैक्सीन का गैप 3 वीक्स या 4 वीक्स होगा, अभी वो चेंज होता जा रहा है. सो मे बी बाय द टाइम यू वुड लाइक टू गो फॉर योर सेकेंड वैक्सीन, the time would come that you'll have to leave for US,
Exactly.
right? And maybe I'm not sure, but I have not researched a lot about it. But I'm not sure क्या दो वैक्सीन एडवाइजेबल है डिफरेंट कंपनीज की लेना, ये चीज अभी श्योर नहीं है. ये अभी बड़ा रिसर्च का पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू और इसके लिए कुछ कंक्लूसिव आया नहीं है तन्मय. तो मे बी यू टुक कोविशील्ड ओवर हियर एज अ फर्स्ट डोज. Your first jab was Covishield. Second, you'll go to US and you'll take any other vaccine. Is it possible? I'm not sure.
Exactly.
So
It's kind of
just
uncomfortable. Like mix two vaccines in your body. It's not a good idea. I think.
no. I don't think it's recommended. You should be taking 2 vaccines. And certain universities are saying that you can only enter the campus. I think Northeastern University, within their website, I was reading it 3 days back. They mentioned that you can only enter the campus and classes if you have been fully vaccinated.
Okay.
But in that also, they've given exemptions to certain people. If you have religious reasons, you can mention those religious reasons. If there's anything, there are anti-vaccine groups also in US and various countries जहाँ पे anti-vaccine होता है, उनको नहीं लगवाना है अपनी बॉडी में कुछ भी. They don't want to inject a foreign material within their body. So there are belief system and religious system in which these things are not allowed. So they've given exemption for those. कि आप वो रीजंस डालो अपने और हमें भेजो, उस बेसिस पे हम आपको एग्जेम्पशन दे देंगे. अगर आपका रिलीजियस रीजन है कि आपको वैक्सीन नहीं लगवानी है, तो गिव अस दोज रीजंस. If there is any other belief system because of which you do not want to get vaccinated, you can always do that. We'll put you under exemption.
Yeah.
तो ये चीज पूरी क्लैरिटी अभी नहीं है, लेकिन फर्स्ट प्रायोरिटी यही होनी चाहिए तन्मय कि अगर यहाँ पे वैक्सीन मिल जाता है तो नथिंग लाइक इट. वी शुडंट बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन यूएस. Although US में it has become very easy to get vaccinated.
Yes.
Like all of these students I've been in touch with, most of them have got their second dose also. And कोई भीड़ नहीं है, कोई वेटिंग टाइम नहीं है, तो बहुत readily available है वहाँ पे वैक्सीन.
And they also make sure that you get tested every week.
Okay. Right. And testing process is pretty smooth.
Yes.
You get yours. यहाँ पे अभी टाइम ज्यादा लग रहा है, अपने वहाँ रिजल्ट्स भी जल्दी आ जाते हैं इन केस अगर ऐसा कुछ हो रहा है.
सर इंडिया में वैक्सीन के बीच का जो ड्यूरेशन है वो भी बहुत बड़ा है, 16 वीक्स के आसपास. तो वो भी फैक्टर प्ले करता है कि हमें टाइम मिलेगा कि नहीं मिलेगा दूसरा जैब लेने का, और उसके बाद में भी you're only considered fully vaccinated after 2 weeks of the
second. A good idea would be to send an email to your university, Tanmay, mentioning the situation that within India this is happening. What do you recommend? Should I be taking my vaccines within India itself and wait for my second dose, or is there an opportunity that I can get inside US and then I can take both of my doses of vaccine?
Yes.
Right. So I think एक बार यूनिवर्सिटी के इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट डिपार्टमेंट को मेल करना अच्छा रहता है ऐसे केस में.
Yes, I've received a list of the vaccines that they approve. They don't approve Covaxin. They approve Covishield and other vaccines. Pfizer and Moderna. Yeah.
Right.
So what exactly is NIE? Because I've been hearing this term a lot, and there's been a lot of confusion around this. Like,
so F1 students have been given national exemption. NIE is basically national exemption. So if somebody is very important to US and he would like to travel back for their economic infrastructure, for their healthcare, if there is a person whose job is anywhere related to these things, and because of which there is an urgency that he or she should be coming back to US, in that case you will be put under exemption.
Okay.
US ने जब travel ban लगाया कुछ countries में, तो उसमें से India भी था तन्मय, right? So travel ban पे ये था कि anybody who is in India right now will not be able to travel back to US, right? But they created exemption category that these kind of people would be exempted, जिसमें उन्होंने F1 को भी रखा है, student visas को भी रखा है. The only condition would be your classes should start after 1st of August. If your classes are beginning after 1st of August, you come naturally under NIE. You don't have to file any paperwork for that. For the other people, for example, if I was a healthcare worker who was there in US, for some reason I came back to India. Now there is immediate requirement over there within US, and I have to reach to my company or hospital. I can file that NIE exemption. I'll have to mention the reasons for that, and then I can travel back to US.
Okay.
But in case of students, it's pretty smooth. You don't have to file any paper. You don't have to do any paperwork for that. They've already mentioned कि आपको embassy में contact करने की जरूरत नहीं है NI के लिए. Students को NI में रख दिया है उन्होंने already. But only those students whose classes would be starting after 1st of August. अब इस केस में एक challenge ये हो गया तन्मय कि students who had their semesters beginning in this one summer intake. Some students they had like Purdue में business analytics जो program है that
Yes.
has a summer intake तन्मय.
Yeah, I have a
Supply
friend.
chain.
Yes.
राइट सप्लाई चेन तो आपका अगस्त वाली ये प्रोग्राम राइट
Yes.
बट ये जो इनका बिजनेस एनालिटिक्स इंफॉर्मेशन मैनेजमेंट आई थिंक द
BA
प्रोग्राम नेम इज that starts in June. So those students are stuck. These kind of other students are stuck because either they'll have to take their online classes for that particular duration जब तक उनको अलाउ नहीं किया जाता है, या कुछ की यूनिवर्सिटीज ने they've created exception and they've pushed their dates to August.
Okay.
Like Duke University, one of our students is going to this program, Masters of Management Science program. It again had a summer start and it's a 10-month program, Tanmay. So what they did because of the entire situation, क्योंकि देखो 10 महीने का प्रोग्राम है, उसमें बच्चा अगर 2 महीने इंडिया में निकाल देता है तो बच्चा क्या 8 months है, and with 8 months he'll not even qualify for CPT because the rule of curriculum practical training says that you'll have to complete at least 9 semesters in US. Sorry, 9 months in US. The 2-semester period in order to apply for any curriculum practical training, right? तो उसके लिए भी वो डिस्क्वालीफाई हो जाएंगे. तो उनकी यूनिवर्सिटी ने स्पेशल प्रोविजन क्रिएट करके ड्यूक ने किया है फॉर दोज international students, especially who are traveling from India. They've pushed their program start date to August.
Yes.
So now the program is starting in, I think, 4th of August, because of which these students, they can arrive in US 4th of July,
Right.
which is their Independence Day also.
Okay. So there's this funny conversation going on in all the visa groups and everything. The students are really hopeful of the fact that maybe somehow embassy will conduct online interviews in the worst case scenario, or they'll just waive off the entire F1 visa. They'll just not require you to carry an F1 visa. But I think that's pretty funny. It's not gonna happen.
नहीं यार, इतना ज्यादा ड्रास्टिकली इस रूल को चेंज कर देना. देखो यूएस पूरे आउट ऑफ ऑल द कंट्रीज इन द वर्ल्ड, यूएस इज द ओनली कंट्री व्हिच रिलाइज मोर ऑन पर्सन rather than documents. Rest, if you talk about UK, Australia, like I've been into this business from last 10-15 years, so I can see that all of these countries, whether it is UK, Canada, Australia, any European nation, they all look for documents to verify कि आपको वीजा देना चाहिए कि नहीं, right? It is just US which is seeing only the person who is coming for visa interview. आपसे 3 सवाल पूछे जाएंगे तन्मय. Obviously your DS-160 form is very imperative, that is important, but again they rely more on what you would say within the interview. So people also bluff that बिना लोन के कई लोग बोल आते हैं कि एजुकेशन लोन है हमारे पास. तो यूएस इज इकलौती जगह है जहाँ पे बिना डॉक्यूमेंट्स के भी वीजा होते हैं. तो आई एम नॉट श्योर ये चीज करना उनके लिए बहुत बड़ा ड्रास्टिक चेंज होगा कि वो कैमरास पे करने लगे. और देखो इंडिया के लोग बड़े शातिर होते हैं, हर चीज के वेज निकालना चालू कर देते हैं. मुझे नहीं लगता अपने लिए ये प्रोसेस की जाएगी.
Exactly. Because when this conversation was happening, I thought to myself, I don't think that's going to happen. That's very far-fetched.
No.
Yeah.
नहीं. They'll be working, मेरे ख्याल से स्लॉट ज्यादा ओपन करके कर देंगे तन्मय. और 2 months हैं अभी, तो 2 months are more than sufficient to accommodate the request of students.
Okay. So in the worst case scenario, let's assume that none of this works out. Then only we have just one option, right? Just deferring our admission to the next year. There's no other option.
I kind of found एक हैक मैंने निकाला या मुझे पढ़ने में आया तन्मय, जो शेयर करना चाहूंगा with the podcast. But again, with the disclaimer that students should do their own verification for that process. There's this website, I'll send you the link afterwards, which says that if your program start date is early or something and you're not able to get your visa slots, what they have been suggesting is that you travel to a country where travel ban is not there.
Okay.
You travel to a country where travel ban is not there, and from there, up US travel kar jao. This is specifically for those summer students who have got their visa approved but are not able to go. ये उनके लिए plan है basically. ठीक है? Not for the fall going students, but for the ones who have already got their visa approved, but because of the travel ban, because their course is not starting after August, 1st of August, their course is starting before 1st of August. So they'll not be able to travel, right? For them ये hack दिया हुआ है कि आप कोई ऐसी country चले जाओ जहाँ पे travel ban नहीं लगा है. For example, you go to Mauritius, इंडियंस के लिए वीजा लगता भी नहीं है, ठीक है. देयर लॉट ऑफ प्लेसेस जहाँ इंडियंस को डायरेक्ट वीजा ऑन अराइवल है. मालदीव्स है, मॉरिशस है, फ्यू अदर कंट्रीज जहाँ पे आप जा सकते हो. तो उनकी वेबसाइट में उन्होंने ये इन्फॉर्मेशन दी है कि आप ऐसी कोई कंट्री में ट्रैवल कर लो पहले, वहाँ अपना क्वारंटीन पीरियड निकालो फॉर 13-14 days एंड फ्रॉम देयर यू ट्रैवल टू यूएस. इन दैट केस
and then travel to United States.
हाँ, तो आप इंडिया से आ नहीं रहे हो तो आप पे बैन एप्लीकेबल नहीं है, आप मॉरिशस से आ रहे हो.
Right.
So your country of departure is Mauritius. So in that case, this travel ban will not be applicable on you. So I'm not sure on the authenticity of the information, but I've seen this website recommending it. Certain blogs and people who have been writing about F1 visas, they have recommended this plan for the students who would like to join their program in summer intake.
Yes.
जिनकी यूनिवर्सिटी ने कुछ स्पेशल प्रोविजन नहीं किया है, प्लस जिनके प्रोग्राम ही बहुत छोटे हैं, क्योंकि ये जो 10-12 महीने के प्रोग्राम है इनके लिए तो बड़ा ट्रबलसम है तन्मय. अगर ये 2 महीने इंडिया में रुक गए तो इनके हाथ से सीपीटी अपॉर्चुनिटी भी गई.
Exactly.
सो जो स्टडी के लिए यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग सो मच, सो लर्निंग एंड एक्सपोजर इज गॉन फॉर 2 months. एंड थर्ड थिंग, यू आर लूजिंग आउट ऑन द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू अप्लाई दैट लर्निंग ड्यूरिंग दैट सीपीटी और ओपीडी पीरियड. वो 9 months रखने पड़े, तो 9 months का भी रूल है यूएस का, तो वहां से भी आपका चला गया, राइट. तो उनके लिए तो ये है, हो सकता है उनको एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए.
Definitely. So I guess I think we have covered almost everything. Is there anything else you would like to shed?
नथिंग. मैं थोड़ा वीजा के बारे में जरूर बात करना चाहूंगा तन्मय. जो बहुत सारे मिथ्स होते हैं, मान लेते हैं वीजा स्लॉट मिल जाता है सबको, इंटरव्यू स्लॉट, पर उसके बावजूद बहुत सारी वहाँ पे अफवाहें बहुत उड़ती है. आई रिमेम्बर माई टाइम व्हेन आई वाज, आई थिंक इट्स नाउ 11 years व्हेन आई वेंट फॉर माई वीजा इंटरव्यू. सो अगेन बहुत पैनिक सिचुएशन रहती है, बहुत डराया जाता है. स्पेशली जो स्टूडेंट्स वहाँ क्यू में खड़े रहते हैं वो सब एक्सपर्ट बन जाते हैं वहाँ पे खड़े खड़े. यानी जब मैं खड़ा था क्यू में तो मुझे याद है तन्मय कि ऑलमोस्ट एवरी वीजा वाज गेटिंग रिजेक्टेड. And it's very easy to know whose visa is getting rejected. The ones who are carrying their passport back, their visa is getting rejected. अगर पासपोर्ट रख लिया गया है आपका, मतलब दैट इज वीजा अप्रूव हो गया है. ठीक है. बहुत ही एक्सेप्शन केस में एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव प्रोसेसिंग करके एक प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें पासपोर्ट रख के भी वीजा अप्रूव नहीं करते हैं. दे मॉनिटर, आपसे फर्दर डॉक्यूमेंट्स और एविडेंस मांगते हैं, उसके बाद आपका वीजा अप्रूव करते हैं. बट 99% अगर आपका पासपोर्ट रखा है, आपका वीजा अप्रूवल हो चुका है तन्मय. So the ones who are coming out with passports in their hand, that means your visa wasn't approved. So when I was standing in the queue, almost everybody was coming back with passports in their hand. अब मेरे पीछे जो लड़का खड़ा था वो बोलता है आज का स्लॉट फुल हो गया इनका. मैंने कहा फुल हो गया यानी? बोले इनका कोटा होता है, आज का कोटा फुल हो गया है.
मतलब अब नहीं करेंगे.
हाँ, बोले अब किसी का अप्रूव नहीं होगा. बोले हर क्यू का अपना एक कोटा होता है कि आज जितने वीजाज अप्रूव करने हैं तो इनका कोटा फुल हो गया है. तो आई गॉट पैनिक. मैंने तो ये सब सुना ही नहीं था और पहली बार मैं ऐसा गया और पीछे उसने कहा कि अब हो गई नहीं, तो मैं मन में बहुत सारे सवाल आने लगे कि इवन इफ आई एम गोइंग टू अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी, इवन इफ आई होल्ड सब्सटेंशियल स्कॉलरशिप, इवन इफ माय इंटेंशन इज जेन्युइन, इवन व्हेन माय जीमैट स्कोर इज प्रीटी स्ट्रांग, तो मैंने कहा ये सब होने के बावजूद भी जस्ट बिकॉज द कोटा इज फिल्ड इसलिए ये लोग अप्रूव नहीं करेंगे, ये कितना अनरीजनेबल है. तो बड़ा डरते डरते मैंने अपना इंटरव्यू उस टाइम पे दिया. आई गॉट इट अप्रूव्ड. व्हेन आई केम बैक, सो एवरीबडी और all of these students who were getting their visa rejected, including the guy who was standing behind me, जो डरा रहा था, जो एक्सपर्ट बन रहा था, उसका भी वीजा रिजेक्ट हुआ. तो ये सब ने मेरे को बाद में घेर लिया और पूछना चालू कर दिया कि तुमने ऐसा क्या बोला कि तुम्हारा वीजा अप्रूव हो गया.
Right.
So there was nothing different. I'm not saying कि मैं कोई blessed और बड़ा स्पेशल केस था. What I saw, the kind of universities these guys had chosen, एक तो यूनिवर्सिटीज मैंने कभी सुनी नहीं थी तब में. And that is again one of the prime reasons why students they get their visa rejected. They go to very unranked universities. They go to universities जिनकी कोई reputation नहीं होती है, जिनका वीजा ऑफिसर को भी पता होता है कि बच्चा सिर्फ जाने के लिए जा रहा है. अगर उसको पढ़ना होता तो उसने एक अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी क्यों नहीं चुनी. हमारी एक रैंकिंग सिस्टम है, हमारे यहाँ पे रेप्यूटेड यूनिवर्सिटीज हैं. गो टू गुड स्टेट फंडेड यूनिवर्सिटीज. सो आपने वो क्यों नहीं चूज की. ऐसे ऐसे नाम लिए उन्होंने, गोल्डन गेट यूनिवर्सिटी, मुझे नाम भी याद नहीं आ रहे, ऐसे ऐसे नाम थे मैंने जो लाइफ में कभी नहीं सुने था मैं. तो वो लोग ऐसी यूनिवर्सिटी जा ही रहे थे. प्लस व्हेन आई आस्क्ड देम व्हाट वाज योर रीजन टू चूज दिस कोर्स और दिस यूनिवर्सिटी, दे वर नॉट क्लियर अबाउट इट.
एग्जैक्टली.
दिस वाज द रीजन व्हाई दे वर गेटिंग रिजेक्टेड. इट्स नथिंग कोटा और ये सब जितनी बातें होती हैं फालतू की, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. यू हैव टू चूज अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी. योर इंटेंशन ऑफ गोइंग टू दैट यूनिवर्सिटी शुड बी वेरी क्लियर. व्हाई यू वुड लाइक टू बी पार्ट ऑफ दैट प्रोग्राम. थर्ड थिंग, यू वुड लाइक टू सी इफ यू हैव फंडिंग टू सपोर्ट दैट प्रोग्राम और नॉट. आपकी फैमिली फंडिंग सिचुएशन क्या है, बस ये देखना चाहता है. ये 2-3 चीज अगर वेरीफाई हो जाती है तन्मय, तो ट्रस्ट मी वीजा रिजेक्शन कभी नहीं होता है. ये ऐसी केस में होता है.
We were having a mock with Amritsar a few days back, and he told
हाँ.
us this exact same story that you just told me. कि पंकज सर
अच्छा.
के साथ ऐसा हुआ था.
हाँ, तो ये बहुत होती हैं इस तरह की अफवाहें और बहुत सुनाया जाता है. हर कोई एक्सपर्ट बन जाता है अपने आप का. थोड़ी सी गूगल सर्च करी, कुछ पढ़ लिया, खुद ही बताने लगे. बहुत इजी प्रोसेस है तन्मय. बस एक बार वीजा का स्लॉट मिल जाए, और हर साल का वीजा सक्सेस रेट इज ऑलमोस्ट 99% एट स्किल मैस्ट्रो. यानी हार्डली आई हैव सीन स्टूडेंट्स गेटिंग वीजा रिजेक्टेड. कुछ केस में हुआ है जब स्टूडेंट वहां पे बोलने में चूक गए, अच्छे से एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर पाए अपनी सिचुएशन, राइट. या कुछ बहुत ही रेयर केस में हुआ है कि लो जीआरई स्कोर्स पे वीजा ऑफिसर कुछ सुनने को तैयार नहीं था. ठीक है, कि आपका जीआरई स्कोर बहुत ही लो है, ऑल्दो यू हैव गॉट इनटू अ गुड यूनिवर्सिटी डिस्पाइट दैट लो जीआरई स्कोर, but visa officers sometimes they get biased that why with a 280 score you're going to US, why you did not work hard to get a good score and apply to a better ranked university. वो चीज हमें कभी समझ नहीं आई कि वो बड़ा मुझे अनरीजनेबल और एब्रप्ट लगा है कि बिना आगे कुछ सुने, सिर्फ जीआरई स्कोर सुना कि 280 है, आगे कुछ पूछा नहीं और वीजा रिजेक्शन हो गया.
Yeah. So basically, if your documents are all okay and if you're confident, visa is set to be approved. There's a good
बिल्कुल
chance
बिल्कुल. तुम्हारी जैसी यूनिवर्सिटी में वीजा का रिजेक्शन बिल्कुल यानी नेग्लिजिबल है, मान के चलो.
Okay.
ठीक है, इफ यू आर गोइंग टू अ गुड प्रोग्राम, गुड यूनिवर्सिटी, ट्रस्ट मी, कहीं पे भी तुम्हें इस तरह का प्रॉब्लम नहीं आने वाला है.
Okay.
ठीक है. Another suggestion I wanted to give it to the students. I'm sure you might be looking for your roommates right now.
Yeah.
With whom you're staying over there. अभी देख लिया तन्मय कहाँ किसके साथ रहना है?
So there is this guy. He's also from Indore in the same program. So we are going to look for accommodation once we have our visas. But like you said, like you told us in a previous session, we are not going to be paying any lease fee right now.
On the web, ये जो Craigslist और जितनी online websites पे, if there is a listing available and it says that this room is available with the pictures, so do not do any transaction unless you do not go there and verify the property.
Yes.
But if there is a student who is already studying with whom you have been in touch, वो आपका senior हो सकता है या पहले का गया हो सकता है, वो अगर बता रहा है तो you can definitely be in touch with them, right? So there is a student who has recently graduated, Samir Pawar. He has done his construction engineering management from Purdue University.
Yeah.
So if you want, I'll get you in touch with him. He can share some tips for the accommodation, where to look for and where to stay. Because हर जगह सही भी नहीं होते तन्मय, ये बाद में पता चलता है हमें कि कुछ accommodation cheap तो थी, but they were very far from our university, तो traveling was taking a toll then afterwards. तो ये सब थोड़ा सा बस देख लेना. रूममेट्स का सिलेक्शन बड़ा सोच समझ के करना. हम लोग कई बार यहाँ से इतना सोचते नहीं है, बट ट्रस्ट मी, वहाँ जाके सिचुएशन बाद में पता चलती है. स्पेशली इफ योर ईटिंग हैबिट्स आर वेरी डिफरेंट, बी वेरी केयरफुल विद द रूममेट. This can result into major conflicts when you start living together.
Yeah.
रूममेट की एक मेरी थ्योरी है तन्मय, कि जब आप किसी के साथ रूम में शेयर करना चालू करते हो, रूम में रहना चालू करते हो, तब उसकी असली क्वालिटीज और चीजें पता चलना चालू होती है. इवन वो आपका बचपन का भी दोस्त है तन्मय, लेकिन जिस दिन आप उसके साथ रूम शेयर करोगे, तब आपको उसकी सारी क्वालिटीज पता चलने लगेगी, छोटी छोटी चीजें. So that I have seen personally, I have experienced it. I'm not trying to intimidate you, just with the experience of few other students who have shared, because I remember there was a student who went to New York University in 2015. Guy was purely vegetarian, coming from Jain family. He started living with a Punjabi roommate. And that Punjabi roommate was a hardcore non-veg eater. वो ऐसा था कि सब्जियों से उसको नफरत थी, उतना hardcore non-veg eater था वो. तो उसकी शुरुआती दिन में अंडे से होती थी. हमारे भाई साहब जो जैन स्टूडेंट गए थे, इनको अंडे से स्मेल से प्रॉब्लम. अब एक ही घर में रहना पड़ रहा है, किचन सेम है, एंड एग की पिक्यूलर हैबिट है कि अगर एग बनता है तो पूरे घर में पता चलता है, नॉट द बॉइल्ड वन, बट इफ यू ट्राई टू मेक एन ऑमलेट आउट ऑफ इट और एनीथिंग, बिल्कुल फैलती है. तो हमारा जो स्टूडेंट है, नाम नहीं ले रहा हूँ मैं, तो उसको मेजर इश्यूज हो गए वहां पे रहते. फिर झगड़े होने लगे, और एक दिन झगड़ा इतना बड़ा कि फिजिकली दिस गाय हिट हिम, स्मैश्ड हिज फेस. फिर वो बड़ा केस वेस बनने वाला था पुलिस में और ये सब. तो ये सिचुएशन हुई. मैं डरा नहीं रहा हूँ कि ऐसा होता है, बट मेक श्योर कि ईटिंग हैबिट्स और कुछ एट्रीब्यूट्स हैं जो कॉमन शेयर करते हैं हम चीजें. ठीक है, सर्टेन पीपल दे डू नॉट लाइक स्मोकिंग एंड ड्रिंकिंग, सो आप पहले से ही अपने रूममेट से ये बात कर लो कि आई विल नॉट बी ओके विद दैट. इफ यू डू दैट विद इन द रूम प्रेमिसेस, I'll not be okay with that. तो ये सब अगर पहले से ही पता है तो अच्छा रहता है कि हमें सामने वाले का नेचर और चीजें पता है कि उसकी आदतें क्या है. इफ यू थिंक दैट यू नॉट बी एबल टू लिव विद दैट, इट्स कम्प्लीटली फाइन. वो चीज अभी से डिसाइड करके खत्म कर लो. ये चीज वहां जाके पता चले, फिर झगड़े हो, फिर ये सब प्रॉब्लम हो, तो बड़ा चैलेंज होता है.
So actually, in my
Tweeting.
university group, people have kind of streamlined this process. They've made a Google sheet which has everything about the student, like their eating habits, if they smoke or not, if they drink or not, their program, and every detail. So it becomes easy for us to pick roommates like that.
राइट राइट. क्योंकि देखो बहुत सारी चीजों से चैलेंज हो सकता है. आई रिमेम्बर फॉर 3 months आई स्टेड विद अ रूममेट हु वाज फ्रॉम आंध्र प्रदेश. नाउ दिस गाय हैड अ peculiar habit. He was not a student, he was employee of TCS, and I was sharing my flat with him, the room with him. So again, he has this peculiar habit of listening to all his movies on the laptop. He'll be watching all those movies without any headphones. Even on insistence that my exams are there, my assignments are there, this and that, he had this habit of, no, I don't feel comfortable in using the headphones. I have to watch all my movies without the headphones. So again, that become a pain. For 3 months, वो कैसे निकले मेरे, बड़ा एकदम हेल हो गया था लाइफ मेरी उस टाइम पे, कि वो 3 महीने एकदम हेडफोन लगा के उसने मुझे परेशान, बिना हेडफोन लगाए परेशान किया था मैं. ठीक है. एंड देयर दिस एक, हाँ बोलो.
That's kind of very rude, to be honest, like not using headphones and troubling
Rude.
other people.
The second very rude thing which we also do, knowingly, unknowingly, and this is a peculiar habit of Indians, that we start talking to our people.
Yeah.
Like if you get somebody who is Indian as a friend, and then American or white people are standing in front of you, you start speaking in Hindi in front of them.
Right.
This is again a rude thing which we do not realize, and this is a habit for most of the South Indians I've seen in US, that they start speaking in their own language. It's good to respect and speak in your own language, but when a third person is standing in front of you who is not aware with the language, he could be American, he could be from North India, who doesn't know your language.
Yeah.
Always try to speak in a common language, which is English for all of us, right?
Yes.
It's again rude. सामने वाले को क्या पता आप उसके बारे में क्या बोल रहे हो और क्या डिस्कस कर रहे हो. ऐसा लगता है ना कि मेरे बारे में भी कुछ बोल रहे हो सकते हैं, मुझे क्या पता.
Right.
दिस इज अगेन रूडनेस व्हिच वी डू नॉट रियलाइज. हम कई बार उनके सामने हिंदी में बोलते रहते हैं और गलत होता है ये चीज. When somebody is standing who doesn't understand your language, and if he is sitting over there, always make it a point to speak in a common language which he can understand.
Yes.
ठीक है. और कुछ थोड़े से कल्चर शॉक भी रहेंगे जो जाके लगेंगे, स्पेशली व्हेन इट कम्स टू टेकिंग नेम्स.
Yes.
Names of few things. For example, I'm not sure if you have realized it, but अपने यहाँ कोई भी इंडियन रेस्टोरेंट पे या आउटलेट पे जाओगे तो यू माइट हैव सीन कि एवरीवेयर इट इज रिटन पार्सल काउंटर. पार्सल सुविधा उपलब्ध है, पार्सल काउंटर, राइट? वी हैव बीन हियरिंग दिस नेम बचपन से लेकर आज तक सुनते ही जा रहे हैं, पार्सल, राइट? So in 2010 when I went for my program, so there was a subway near to my university, so I went there and I asked the guy to parcel it.
Okay.
In the regular language which we have been using so far, right? That
being a courier or something.
Right, he asked me to what address you would like to parcel it. So it was shocking for me initially, क्योंकि हमने इतना ये वर्ड यूज कर लिया बचपन से कि मुझे तो याद था कि कुछ पैक करवाना है तो उसको पार्सल ही बोलना चाहिए.
So then it's take away.
Take to go, they always ask. To stay or to go.
Okay.
Within New York, the two popular choices in any outlet would be to stay or to go.
To go. Okay.
So to stay is basically वहीं खाना है, to go बाहर. ठीक है. और वही जो मैं बता रहा था ना कि कई बार ये जो लैंग्वेज वाला है कि लोग आपस में बात करते हैं और समझते हैं कई बार कि घोरों को नहीं समझ आ रहा होगा या किसी और को लैंग्वेज समझ नहीं आ रही होगी. Do not assume these things. One of my friend was caught in a very bad situation where he was trying to abuse an American guy. He was drunk. We all were partying at some place, and my friend got so drunk he started abusing the other guy in Hindi, and he knew all the abuses.
Yes.
Because he stayed with Indian for 6 months. So that American guy, he knew all those गालियाँ जितने हम curse words use करते हैं हिंदी वाले, वो सब उसको पता था. So do not assume people do not know. पता रहता है उन्हें.
Right. Because obviously they have also been around students from India, so yeah.
इतना एक्सपोजर आ चुका है बिकॉज हम हर जगह मौजूद है. अगर आप यूएस के कोई भी पार्ट पे जाओगे ना तन्मय, सो चाइनीज एंड इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स यू विल फाइंड इट एवरीवेयर. In fact, your classes would be full of these students.
यस, मेजरली हाँ चाइनीज और इंडियंस ही होता है, मतलब अगर
क्योंकि
देखा जाए तो हर जगह ही है.
अमेरिकन स्टूडेंट्स मोस्टली अंडरग्रेड के बाद रियली दे थिंक अबाउट गोइंग फॉर पोस्ट ग्रेड डिग्रीज.
ओके.
We are the ones who are us and Chinese students. Mostly the concept of going for postgrad degrees and masters is very prevalent in our countries because in our country the undergrad degrees are not valued that much. Respect नहीं होती है. Plus job market में भी आपको इतना पूछा नहीं जाता है आपसे अगर अंडरग्रेड डिग्री के बेसिस पे अप्लाई करो. तो इसलिए अपने यहाँ तो कंपल्शन है कि पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट करना ही है. वहाँ पे उनके स्टूडेंट्स रियली जाते हैं करने के लिए.
सर एक ऑफ टॉपिक है क्वेश्चन, मेरा छोटा सा पर्सनल क्वेश्चन है. जो DS-160 में आपने कहा था कि सेल्फ ही रहने दो उसको, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
चलेगा तन्मय, चलेगा, क्योंकि पास्ट में भी बहुत बच्चों ने सेल्फ सिलेक्ट किया था एंड दे डिड नॉट फेस एनी इशू बिकॉज
हाँ.
यूजुअली वहाँ पेरेंट्स का ऑप्शन दिया नहीं है. तो
हाँ.
इन अ वे सेल्फ मीन्स दैट माय पेरेंट्स आर गोइंग टू कवर फॉर इट.
Yeah.
क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली वीजा ऑफिसर आल्सो नोज दैट अ स्टूडेंट हु हैज रिसेंटली ग्रेजुएटेड विल नॉट हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ सेविंग्स और इनकम टू सपोर्ट हिज एजुकेशन. सो इवन इफ ही हैज टेक सेल्फ and he says over there that my parents are going to support, they'll not find discrepancy in that.
Okay.
हाँ, डिस्क्रिपेंसी तब हो सकती है जब सेल्फ लिखा था बाद में वहां जाके बता रहे हो कि अंकल दे रहे हैं.
हाँ.
या रिलेटिव्स हमें दे रहे हैं पैसा, राइट? वहां इश्यूज हो सकते हैं.
बट अगर सर है और एफिडेविट भी है अंकल का, जैसे मेरे केस में,
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल चलेगा ना, कोई इशू नहीं है, कोई इशू.
सर एक्चुअली हुआ क्या था कि जैसे फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने अमृतसर सेट दिस, तो मैंने आपसे उस टाइम कंफर्म नहीं करा था. मैंने
ठीक है, वो इतना,
था.
हाँ मैं समझ गया, पर उसको इतना वो मत करना. दिस इज नॉट अ मेजर कंसर्न. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है अगर तुमने सेल्फ भी सिलेक्ट किया था, तो इट इज नॉट गोइंग टू, बिकॉज ऑफ दिस योर वीजा विल नॉट बी रिजेक्टेड, दैट इज वेरी श्योर.
तो 2-3 बार सेशन टाइम आउट हो गया था, तो 2-3 बार एप्लीकेशन नंबर्स चेंज हुए थे, बट देन आई हैव द ओरिजिनल, सबसे पहले वाला प्रिंट आउट एंड एवरीथिंग, दैट इज स्टिल इंटैक्ट. सो डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस, राइट?
हाँ हाँ, विल नॉट बी एन इशू.
ओके.
और बताओ तन्मय,
सर आई एम ऑल गुड सर.
हाउ यू हैव बीन यूजिंग योर टाइम before going
I've
there?
been making videos and so I've not studied for the last few days, but I've been making videos and everything. On ghar pe I'm just spending time with family. It's been like staying at home is really difficult now.
Okay. And cooking, I think you're already involved. You already have tried your hands in cooking, right?
Sir, I can make diet for myself, but I can't make like Indian dishes and all. That I still have to learn.
Okay. So what is the plan? You'll be learning cooking when you go there, or
I'll be learning.
Okay.
I'll be learning from my mother in a few days. But I can prepare all omelets, I can prepare boiled chicken and everything. I know a few chicken dishes that I can prepare.
If you would like to continue with the same diet, then it will not be an issue.
I would like to start eating clean again. So I think I can manage all that.
The good part is you're going to a country where plenty of these options are available.
Yes.
अपने यहाँ पे मोस्टली बाहर निकलोगे तो ऑप्शंस कार्ब रिच ज्यादा होते हैं, राइट?
Right.
हर फूड कार्ब रिच ज्यादा है अपने यहाँ पे. Within US, you'll find plenty of options where protein rich and low carb food or zero carb food is easily available.
Yes. It's actually very interesting because India we have to like hunt for these options and we have to be very specific. क्या चाहिए, कहाँ पे मिलेगा? वहाँ पे it's really easy.
नहीं, वहाँ पे तो you'll enjoy this thing, Tanmay. Plenty of options for everything. When it comes to selecting your whey protein, anything, lean protein you would like to take, you will have tons of variety. And the cost would be half than what you are paying here.
Yeah.
चीजें सस्ती भी हैं. हमें क्या लगता है यूएस के बारे में कि इमेज है कि इट इज वेरी एक्सपेंसिव, राइट? इट्स एक्चुअली नॉट दैट एक्सपेंसिव in terms of living. Only accommodation is expensive, but if I talk about buying your groceries, buying all these dishes, non-veg and all, it's not so expensive. Whey proteins और ये सब जो हम देख रहे हैं ना इंडिया में, जो हमें इतना महंगा बेचा जाता है, for example, on whey protein I can see comes around 6,000 rupees for the 5 lbs, right? The same thing I think is 2,500 in US, 2,500 or 3,000.
Yeah.
So इतना drastic difference मिलेगा हर चीज पे तन्मय. So maintaining your health over there, building up muscles and having good health is pretty easy in US compared to India.
Yes. Sir, इस साल कितने students जा रहे हैं Skill Maestro से?
अपना देखो जो ग्रुप बना है उसमें कुछ 220 students have been added. Few students अभी टच में नहीं आ रहे हैं. I think 40-50 more students are there who have not been added in the group. Okay. So it's about 260.
For the United States, right?
हाँ, ये स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप जो अपना F1 वीजा है ना, ये यूएस स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप है.
हाँ.
So इसमें कुछ और 30-40 बच्चे हैं जिनको ऐड नहीं, जो वो कांटेक्ट में नहीं है, टच में नहीं है, ऐड नहीं हुए हैं. बट आई थिंक 220 स्टूडेंट्स हैं अभी कुछ अराउंड ग्रुप में, सो उतने तो जा रहे हैं अभी. इनफैक्ट यू विल बी सरप्राइज्ड, इन लास्ट 3 years the number of students going to US has increased. Not just talking about Skill Maestro, but in general, students going from India to US, that number has actually surged. वो बढ़ गया है.
Okay.
Approximately मेरे ख्याल से 2 लाख बच्चे हैं जो जा रहे हैं. आज से 3-4 साल पहले देखोगे तो 160-170 was the count.
और आगे भी इसे बढ़ना ही है मुझे लगता है, और कम तो होने वाला नहीं.
US is land of opportunities.
Right.
Like the only problem that I see is that long-term stay could be problematic in US in terms of getting your PR and citizenship. That route is pretty difficult and long. But rest, if I talk about, if I remove this part, then everything is good about US. The exposure, the professor, infrastructure, learning, your jobs, they all would be relevant to your prior experience or the prior studies which you have done. ये सब बहुत उसका प्लस पॉइंट है यूएस का. प्लस पेज बहुत अच्छे हैं तन्मय. So you'll enjoy the work culture also.
Definitely looking forward.
Right.
Just like to thank you for the time and everything.
No, thank you for having me here, Tanmay. Thank you for inviting me for this podcast. This is the first podcast I think I've done.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for inviting me. I keep seeing your podcast.
Yeah.
And you're really good at it. As I've mentioned it previously also in the personal messages, that this thing comes naturally to you. Keep doing it. So छोड़ना नहीं वहाँ जाके भी.
Definitely.
Keep making your vlogs and everything over there once you go there, because you never know who is listening to your stories and who is getting inspired from it.
True.
Because देखे मैंने कई सारे, you made a lot of informative vlogs also.
Yeah.
ठीक है, जनरल लिख के तो थे ही, पर कुछ बहुत informative podcast and vlogs you have created which actually can inspire somebody. उससे किसी की लाइफ में actually impact या change आता है. हम knowingly unknowingly बनाते हैं, लेकिन सच में कोई उसको सुन के अपना decision लाइफ का बदल सकता है.
Yeah.
To keep doing this, share your experiences when you go to US also within your university. इसी तरीके से बनाते रहो. Talk more about supply chain management, what actually it entails. सब कुछ उसमें डाला करो. तो इस तरह की informative चीजें भी लोग सुनते हैं, पता चलता है.
Definitely. So the main point of creating podcasts is basically to widen the perspective, because you get to meet so many people and they tell you their experiences from what they do in their life. So it's very enlightening to know.
Right.
Yeah. So again, I would like to really appreciate for taking the time. I know how busy your schedule is.
No, it's completely fine. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much, sir.